Are you waiting for your partner to change, such as you're waiting on his or her potentiality? You're kind of sitting back and maybe watching their behavior, and maybe you're right. You know that if they can tweak something, they probably live a better life. So if this is you, you're going to definitely enjoy this video. I'm Dr. Ray, and I have worked with over 2,000 couples, and often there's one person in a relationship who feels as though they're maybe more evolved, they have less problems, maybe they've seen a therapist or a coach, they've read a lot of self-help books, therefore they feel as though that they don't have a problem and the other person does. And the relationship seems to take up a lot of their life. In other words, they feel as though that if this partner just tweaked this one little thing, our relationship would be fine. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how to shift this and how to create a relationship that's extraordinary, and you're not waiting forever on the potentiality of a person in the relationship. So my first question would be, why is it that you're waiting on a person's potentiality? Why are you putting conditions, because that's what they are, on that person to do this one thing for you to feel good? In other words, why are you putting your happiness and who you are on a layaway plan as far as happiness when this is how this person's showing up? That could be considered a codependent relationship. Sure, it might not be what you thought codependency is, like a person being extremely clingy and so forth, but really, how often do you talk about this person? How often does it affect you at work? How often does it affect, say, you being in a mood, being playful and sensual? How often do you talk to your friends about what your partner's doing or not doing? In other words, how much does it really fill up your day? And if you're saying a lot, then who you are, your sense of self, is very codependent on this person. Therefore, it's a codependent relationship. So the way that I help clients break through this is by helping them get to their transparent beliefs that would make them stay there. In other words, oftentimes, especially if it's like a more spiritual person, whatever that even means, or evolved person, they'll say that, I really just see the potential in him or her. I see what, they can really be, or you experience really magical moments with this person. But what if that's only like 5 to 10% of the time? Why would you stay in that relationship? There's got to be a stronger belief, especially if you feel you've done the work, for you to stay there, to allow yourself to be in a toxic relationship, to allow yourself to continue to experience less than what you deserve. So typically, it's transparent beliefs. So for example, while you project onto him or her to change, the deep core transparent belief might be these things. One, if you break up or leave the person, you're afraid that they're going to be mad at you and you have a difficult time handling conflict. Two, it could be that if the relationship ends, you failed and you're afraid to look bad. Number three, it could be that you're truly afraid to be alone. So you'd rather just be in this miserable relationship because you're afraid to be alone. Or four, that you really do not want to go out there and date. You're afraid to meet new people. And so oftentimes I work with clients, I'll notice that they stay in relationships because of these hidden beliefs. But when you break through those beliefs, then there you are, truly in your authentic beingness, and then there's your partner. And when you approach a relationship from that perspective, that point of view, and you no longer have those fears, there's a possible chance you might walk away from a relationship, or now that you know truly who you are and what you prefer, then you can communicate that and so forth, in other words. So a way to do this, and it's what I do with clients, is going a little deeper. And it's pretty easy. And it's really excavating and finding out, why would I believe this? Especially if I'm spiritual. Why would I do a spiritual bypass? Because often that's what it is. Because of course everyone has their potentiality, but you also know that you're here to live and expand and share your gifts and talents. So, it's very important to be compassionate about yourself also. So if you're allowing yourself to experience less, there's something that's there. And when you remove it, you start seeing things differently. You realize, oh, I really am holding out on myself. So if you're interested in learning more about this and how we can do this, book a free discovery call, because it's what I do with clients all the time. And it's very easy. Like I mentioned those 4 beliefs, those are common ones. So when I talk to you on the phone, we'll probably kind of, be able to understand what is it, because you have a reason, a definition that's hidden, that's keeping you from moving forward or communicating a way to create the results you want. So if this interests you, just book a free discovery call with me, the link below, and what we'll do is we'll start kind of unraveling this whatever it is that's keeping you stuck in this relationship, to choose for less. You deserve so much more. So book the call and let's get started on this, because there's no reason to create conditions for your relationship. There's no reason to put who you are and your happiness on a layaway plan. I'm sure you agree with this. So book your call and let's get started now. I look forward to talking to you.